Hi everyone, just getting things set up, so just a second. Okay, I think everything looks good. I'm gonna turn my own volume down a little bit. Okay, so I frankly don't expect anyone to show up to this. Yay! Hi Liv! Yay, Superstructure. So on the Steam page, I'm excited for this because it said like it was like a spiritual successor to like the game Naissance, um, which I love, big ass building. But it did say it had some like performance issues, so if it's having trouble with streaming, I'm probably just gonna switch to playing more Rain World. But hopefully it works out. Yeah, Rain World is still a fun time. Oh, there goes my computer fan. Apparently there's lore here too. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't understand how embedding like that works, but yippee bones. Oh, they're just letting me loose, I guess. Um, yeah, I might turn the settings down a bit because it's chugging. Um, I'm just gonna set everything to medium. It's even lagging on the pause menu. Oh no. Okay, it's doing a little bit better. Hopefully it stays like this. Not sure if there's like something to fix the mouse lagging thing too. Oh, there's a there's a setting just for camera lag. Let's turn that down. Okay. I didn't expect there to literally be a setting called camera lag. Goodbye, Bones. Hopefully whatever's next will be less hard on my computer. Threshold. Okay. Yippee! I love doors. I may switch once I get to next good pausing place because it is. Not sure if my mic is picking it up, but my computer is crying for help. But the 3D art in this is still really nice. Guess that just opened the door. Latest witness. Okay. I kept interacting with it because I saw in like the game trailer that one of these things can talk to you, but I'm not sure if that's just like a special occasion or something, but have I ever played Mr. Riven? No, I haven't heard of Riven. I should check that out, but I have heard really good things about Myst, so I'd love to play that someday. Oh, that makes sense then. But yeah, I'd love to check them out. I know Riven is Myst sequel, but I know that Myst is like one of like the legendary games. So, and it sounds like something that I would really like. Sweet. His heart and scared me when I was a kid, but I have fond memories anyways. Yeah. Um, I first tried playing like Bioshock 1 when I was a kid, and when I had a much lower tolerance for horror. And I had very fond memories of it, but when I got to the second area, I got so scared I just turned the game off. But like, I kind of wish I would have kept playing. Yeah, I can see why people say this is like a spiritual sequel to Naissance because this looks extremely like the opening area. Whoa. Okay. Unlike Naissance, you can jump real high. That's nice. I am not sure how to keep going. Oh, never mind. One piece of feedback I saw on this is that it like visually resembled Naissance, but learned from like some of Naissance's mistakes. Um, which I can see that too. Um, just just in the simple act of jumping being easier. Okay. The game page also says this game has like multiple endings, which is why I think it has like the respawn mechanic. Because one point of criticism I saw on the Steam page was that people got really lost, um, which I think is fun. Yippee! But it's nice to be able to backtrack if you get too much in a labyrinth, I guess. Yay, getting lost. I'm glad we agree. Yay, I love building. Whoa. You did a great job with the superstructure. Hats off to whoever did this. Wow. I wonder if that's another... Oh, that's actually just a person. Hello. Yeah, I kind of wish I paid... I read what the opening text was closer, because... Also heard it differs from Naissance in like having a plot and characters. So... Hopefully whoever that is nice. Yeah, I was only spoiled on that because I looked at the Steam page. It does feel like one of those games where you never see someone else. So I kind of wish I wasn't spoiled on that. But it is cool. I kind of wish they didn't prompt me to see her. But still cool. In like, New Vegas, like in Lonesome Road, one cool thing that I learned like after I finished playing it is that you can see like, similar to that, but like less obvious. Like you see Ulysses in the Ulysses in the distance. But they never prompt you to see him. And apparently people were like, yeah, it's so weird how he's like just perched up staring at you. And I'm like, I didn't realize he was even there. But it's a cool effect. Wow. Yeah, the only Fallout game I've ever played is New Vegas. Apparently like the first two games, they're also really well loved. But other than the first two, New Vegas seemed to be like the best one. Oh look, a bot. Hold on. Okay. Sorry, Liv, I prevented you from infinite followers or whatever they said. Yeah, bots are rough. I feel like... What is he saying to me? I'm gonna step away from him just to answer you real quick. But, yeah. And it makes me feel bad because I feel like there's at least one person who's gotta, like, click on, like, the follow bots and like lose their identity for like the cost of like 100 followers. Okay. Whoa. The labyrinth oversees the forest of destinies. The forest is anchored in the non-matter of the labyrinth. The forest affects the labyrinth, yet the labyrinth is older. It shall endure. You who enter the labyrinth, beware. Listen not to the whispers. Do not draw the sign. Do not count the unclean numbers. Embrace the tyranny of fate. Okay. Yay. Computer seems to be holding up okay. Oh. Hooray. I think the game that's, well, that sounded like it's taking off a bit, but that's okay. I think the game that oh my goodness, I can't talk. But the game that's been the hardest on my computer ever was like, Ori and Will of the Wisps, which I didn't expect, but I feel like it ran way too many lights to render, but was primordial non-matter wounded by a black shard of onyx, the lightless shore on which the Ark of the Covenant ran aground. It is the dead and the calcified body of another cosmos or god himself. The Maze Chronicles. Cool. Convergent Zone. Witcher and Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah, like, Baldur's Gate 3, I haven't played, but I know that one is, like, infamous for just how huge it is in file size, at least. I know very little about that game outside of, like, the core characters, and also that, like, it's similar to The Sims where people spend, like, 5 hours on the character creator. Yeah. It's not really my style either, but it seems like a fun game. Love this awesome ominous slab. Some of my friends had a group game going and I'd have to turn all my settings down or nothing would move. Yeah. Yeah. I envy people who have computers that are able to do that without turning the settings down. Whoever 3D modeled this was having fun. The labyrinth is from all eternity. It encompasses the cosmos, a stronghold against chaos. The Titans prostrate themselves before its faces. They look in despair. The other gods are born and die, like the stars, countless, as the labyrinth remains. Embrace the tyranny of fate. Place your faith in random gods. No fewer than 60 Firefox tabs open. That's awesome. I feel like, before I started using Firefox, I wasn't great about tabs, but I feel like Firefox enables me to have too many open because it's so good with like the grouping system and stuff. Not sure if just falling is the way to go here, but I think it might be. He just opened a new window. That's awesome. And yeah, the visual direction of this is like super pretty. I'm gonna jump off this and hopefully I don't die. Nope. That was death, but that's okay. It's worth a shot. Oh, I forgot I can jump. Yeah, it's cute that they probably knew that people would do that. So, not sure where they'd want me to go next. I can try chatting with them again. There's that guy over there, so... Oh. This could be good or bad, depending. So I gotta get up there, but... Oh, wow. I didn't realize you can just kind of skate up here. Okay. That's cool. Oh, there's stairs. How did I... It's kind of impressive that I either didn't notice that or they showed up and I didn't notice. This game is crazy pretty. Something that like was taught to me in both art classes, just like in high school and undergrad, is like having like a figure there for scale, and similar now in like architecture drawing classes, which I think is probably another thing that it like wanted to improve on from Naissance, because Naissance has similar art direction to this, but you don't really have anything to sort of anchor it with a sense of scale. And so here it has a few things scattered around to like anchor the size, which I think is really smart because it makes it feel even bigger than it already does. That's so gorgeous. Oh, grad school's going good. First week was very confusing, because some students hadn't shown up yet, just because we have a lot of international students. So, to the students, I'm just gonna pause the game actually, maybe I can just keep walking and talking. But we are waiting for some people to show up, and also a lot of aspects of our schedule wasn't like resolved. Like only 2 of my 5 classes had like a set time, and both of those since changed their times and places. So my final schedule was only figured out this Friday. Um, that being said, everyone's been like super nice. Everyone I've met is like super interested in what they're working on, and all of my classes interest me, and like everyone's very passionate about what they're working on. Yeah, so the first week has been a little bit weird, but everyone is nice, and like all the schedule issues are resolved. So yeah, I'm really hopeful for it, but it was a little awkward, but everyone is nice, and I'm excited for things to get going. Yeah, one class we only figured out when and where it was because uh, one of my classmates was accidentally copied on an email between professors. Like they didn't tell us anything. Like it wasn't on any site. On no matter where we looked, we wouldn't have found it. Is because he's accidentally copied on professors emailing each other, which isn't great, but we got there. But other than the scheduling weirdness, it's been great. Let's see what's over here first. Awesome pit. Oh, thank you. Every single permission code. Yeah. Colleges love to mess up emails. It's awesome. So I suspect this is part of the game where I start getting lost. Yippee! There's a save point there at least, so I'm gonna use that before I get too lost. Yeah. Yeah, I hope things start going smoothly. Yeah, and it has been really nice. Um, Not that I expected anybody to be like, oh, I have to be here, but, you know, sometimes uh, I guess at the point in grad school, you're not really in any classes that, um, where you don't want to take them, I guess. Like, a lot of undergrad stuff is required courses. So you get people with varying levels of enthusiasm in that case. I'm gonna go get lost. Woohoo! Another thing, Liv, I'm not sure if you've played Naissance, so I'm sorry if I'm repeating it. Um, but another cool thing that I think it took notes from is that, like, in some sections you have a light that you follow, and that illuminates, like, a dark labyrinth, but in this case, there's just lights that light up as you go, which is much easier to explore. Whoa. Jeez. Jesus. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I also could be pronouncing it wrong because it's French and I don't know any French. Shard of memory. How long has it been? I'm exhausted, saturated, but the labyrinth still expands beneath my feet. I see shapes and places reminiscent of past and future events. An awful conviction engulfs me. Causality cannot be broken, even by those who walk the corridors of time. Awesome. Yeah, I really like the contrast. I guess it's not really a contrast because it works well together. But like the contrast between like the painted and modeled figures and like the environment. It works really, really well together. That stare is intense. My awesome labyrinth. These kind of look like tombs. Jesus. There's so much to explore. Oh my god. Jesus. Yeah, I have a feeling I'm gonna probably be playing this game a while. Yeah, this is like a marathon for a computer. There's been like the very brief ones with like the lines of text, but those only take like a few seconds. And I wouldn't really count those as, I guess they're technically loading screens, but they're like only up for like a few seconds to provide context, so. But there's been no loading screens just like walking from area to area, which is crazy. This game was like $8. Those are like portal tubes. Okay. I should probably establish like some kind of method for exploring this. I mean, I don't have to, but I want to see as much as I can. So, space is back there. So I'm going to start on this side and try to go around counterclockwise, but it's probably going to take me to a different hub area. Jeez. This is also made by like a really small team, which I can't imagine how long it would have taken to make all this. There's just more and more stuff. What? Jesus. Oh, so I saw them earlier. Maybe I can try making my way to that. The labyrinth is a forbidden space, out of reach, isolated. Proxies can wander, not act. Observe, contemplate, not intervene. The ascent is transgression. The doors built in the blood of nations are infamy, abomination, sacrilege. Do not hear the whispers. Do not draw the sign. This domain is not made for you. Okay, man. So I'm assuming the whispers are talking about the fragments of memories of other people who are wandering the labyrinth. I'm not sure what he means by, like, ascension. But maybe that skull has something to do with it. I think the doors he's talking about are, like, the triangular ones that I've seen. But he might be referring to something else, because this one here is smashed. I don't know. Whoa. This game is, like, so great to look at. Wow. And now that I'm meeting more architecture people, I can recommend them this. I did meet one professor who he seems like a super nice guy, but he's pointing out, like, flaws in, like, architectural designs. And instead of, like, not instead of, but before pointing out, like, why different designs wouldn't work, he'd just, like, say, like, really sadly and emphatically, you can't do that. But he'd probably say that for this too. This is breaking, like, so many building codes all at once. But he's also he's my drawing professor. He's my drawing professor for this year, and I have a feeling I'm going to be pretty set because I really love drawing, like, structures with a lot of concrete. And just from our first two classes, he has, like, a big bias towards concrete, so I'm gonna be good. Anybody out there? Yeah, I'm basically set on that class, if I read him right. Oh, this looks like a little map. That's nice. It's a bit too big for me to read anything about it, but... Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I don't know where it's gonna go, but I'm excited to like learn a lot more about it. I love drawing buildings. Oh yeah, Chance of Sonar, it's so cool. The style, yay, buildings. I love the style of like of Sonar in this game of like it's like like minimally textured, but like by doing that you can get way more creative with like shape of different spaces. I love building. I wonder if you can connect these if you like activate them on each side. That'd be nice. Yeah, in Naissance, which is in like a similar style to this, um, it's not as extensive as this, in like the paths you can take, but there's enough hidden paths that like some people have discovered rooms that I've never heard of. Like there's one room that's like a mausoleum that I never found, and I looked as thoroughly as I could through everything. So I'm sure that there's gonna be a lot less people have played this game, but I'm sure that there's gonna be a lot of those cases. Wow. Oh, this leads back to where I was earlier. It's a nice little shortcut. Yep, this is where I was earlier. Did I just not notice that? That's awesome. I'm also curious, there may not be, but Rainworld spoiled me in like the symbols actually being a language, but I'm wondering if there is like an actual language that can be tracked through this. Chance of Sonar also spoiled me that way. Yeah, yippee. I also don't know too much about like video game design, but I'm not sure if it shows on the stream, but it's having similar like refresh rate, like lines on the screen to Naissance. So whatever technique Naissance used, this is using that also. If this isn't inspired by Naissance, that would be pretty crazy. Not saying that they're copying it, but it it uses a lot of techniques. Oh, that's good. Um, uh, but it'd be very surprising if it isn't inspired by Naissance at all. Um, because it isn't copying anything, but it's using a lot of its techniques while improving on it. So if they just came up with this like out of the blue, that'd be kind of cool. And is that a pit? That's a pit. Okay. I'm just checking to make sure there aren't any secrets. I'm probably gonna have to play through this game a few times to find everything. Yay, building. Now, one thing I don't know is if, that girl I saw from afar earlier, if we'll ever get to, like, meet someone up close, or if all the people I'll see is just either fragments or distant. Oh. They may not want me to go this way, but I'm gonna try anyways. Yeah, it's crazy steep. I feel really spoiled. It reminds me of that sequence in Portal 2 where like Shell's getting out of the pit and like she climbs at like a ridiculously steep angle that they don't really let you climb on for the rest of the game. May not want me up here, but I'm coming up anyways. A horror film like a year ago about a person who gets stuck above a pit. Oh yes, I love that one. That's one of my favorite. I'm not, yeah. Not sure when I posted it, but I've posted a link to that. Oh well. I've posted a link to that a couple of times because I love that one so much. But other people have spread it around, so it might have been someone else. But, yeah. I love building, and I love when buildings are concrete and kind of scary. I showed that video to my video art professor, and it made me happy because she said that it made her palms were sweaty the whole time that she was watching it. I feel like vertigo is kind of hard to pull off sometimes in like a space that's like faked, so whenever people like make it work, it's really impressive to me. Oh, I didn't notice this guy. Hey man. Music center at my college is this cubish concrete building half built into the ground. Wow. That sounds really cool. I'd love to see it. That sounds really cool. can't believe I missed like the desiccated and this desiccated throne. Oh, he got super stabbed. I waited for a time that cannot be told. I played my part. I watched over the labyrinth. I preserved its cold complexity. I resisted the whispers. I did not intervene. I didn't count the unclean numbers. I thought I knew. I endured for as long as I could. But the radiance, the holy color, beautiful, glorious, it paints the sign behind my eyes, and the sign promises. It offers. We are all slaves of fate, slaves of the forest. Let it burn. Let us be free of causality and an unnameable light. That's what the whispers say. I'm beginning to believe. I'll put an end to. I'll leave my burden. The labyrinth will hold, but unseen. The locks shall still keep the sign at bay. I'm leaving now before I tear them off myself. To whoever comes next, I say this. The drawing is not what you think it is. I don't know what the drawing even is. Oh. Okay. This game is so cool. So I came from there and I started counterclockwise around. I saw the tree and I went that ways. Oh, cool. I didn't, sorry, I just saw your earlier message that you'd send me the building name on Tumblr. Yippee! I love a good building. Jeez. Whoa. Oh. Damn, okay. I don't know if that's good or bad. Wow. You have acted. See, the tyrant tremble on his onyx throne. For the labyrinth is a prison, a forest without light. One is free, but others remain. They wait and whisper, chained. Find us all. Everything you ever dreamed of and more. We promise, we offer. We will open the gates of paradise for thee. Then you shall walk, blessed with our gifts, under the unnameable light of Carcosa. Find us, free us. Together we shall end the tyranny of fate. Yay! This game is crazy. I think that's new up there. Or maybe it's growing. Yes, it's growing. That's cool. I have no idea where they're going with all this, but dang. Jeez. Okay, I said I'd go counterclockwise. I kind of lied. I'm gonna try to do that so I'm at least a little bit organized. This game is stupid big. Okay, so there isn't a way that way, so I'm just gonna go back. Awesome, awesome beast. Those tubes right there look like a combination between like the portal tubes and like textures like Alien, I guess. Okay. Oh, there's a thing here. Let's see what's over here. Wondering if this is like some kind of map. I hadn't seen a save point since I saw that angel thing. So I was getting worried. Oh. Okay, well this might be it for me anyways. Unless I never lose. They're so forgiving with their slopes. Never lose. Okay. So that appears to be a doorway to a new area. Oh. The sign shall not be described, or it will take root and gnaw away at the soul until it becomes less apathetic. It appears in the branches of a tree, the veins of a leaf, the cottony clouds, or the trails of silent storms. Shattered vault. Can I go back? Yay! Because I wasn't done yet. This would take me back to the very beginning? No, Okay, all good. I wonder if fall damage exists, but I'm too scared to try. Well, it looks like a weird temple over there. I want to go check it out. Hold on. Never lose. Oh, there's the angel again. The center looks like... The center looks like a seed. That's really cool. This is probably a dead end, but I just wanted to see if there's anything here. Well, it doesn't look like it. That's okay. I heard this game also has references to a book called The King in Yellow, which I keep hearing about, and I feel like I need to check out sometime. Because Signalis also had references to it, but I had no idea what it was referencing from it. So maybe I can crack the code with both games. Me neither. I haven't heard it outside the context of these two games. And I'm wondering if... because I believe this game is French, and Signalis's devs are German, so I'm wondering if it's more popular over in Europe. Oh, it's from 1895. Wow. That'll explain it. Okay, that's a solid wall. By an American. Okay. Well, I was totally wrong. I was completely off. Probably it's an inspiration for the themes of both games, maybe? But I don't know yet what those two games could share. Oh, cool. I'll have to check it out. I feel like in many cases, like, getting spoiled through a summary isn't as bad as people make it out to be. Like, in some cases it can be bad, but sometimes a Wikipedia skim is, genuinely, hooks you in more than having a complete unspoilered summary would be. Anyway, let's talk to this guy. The Forest of Destinies is the universal structure. An alteration gives birth to a branch. A transgression gives rise to a seed. The Forest of Destinies grows endlessly, gathering fertile soil. The forest dies. Its roots blacken the thread of time. Do not interfere. Embrace the tyranny of fate. Oh, interconnected short stories. That's really cool. I had no idea. That's really cool. I haven't read like a short story collection in a while. Jeez, there's so much. Wow. I'm already here. Might as well touch whatever this weird obelisk is. Yay, Bradbury! I believe in you. I have too many books on my backlog, but I'll get to eventually. Afraid of falling through that one because I don't think I'll be able to get back up. A whole shelf? That's kind of impressive, honestly. I mean, it would stress me out, but at least you have a lot to go through? Question mark? Oh yeah, manga's a little easier to get through. Whitehall. Oh, this is nice. Oh, this is the song that they played in the trailer. I'm gonna check this area out before going back. Yeah, my backlog is smaller, but like my one of my managers, we did like a Secret Santa at my job last year, and one of my managers got me like 2 books, and I only got around to even start reading them like after I quit that job, like 6 months later. Sometimes it's just like that. Oh, this is nice. Whoa. This is a really cool little design for a save point. I feel like I'm going to like a spa. Like a Superstructure spa. Oh, this is a spa. An awesome obelisk spa. not sure if you saw because it was very quick, but this is what the appearance of that like multi-eyed angel was before it turned into that. So I think I'm gonna get to see another one. Here we go. I shall relieve you from fear, from torment. You will go free, untouched, and the shadow will not reach you. For all will be light and tranquility. Free me. Okay, I don't know how to do that. I'm gonna do my darndest. Last one I just talked to one that looked like this and it turned into an angel, so I'm not sure what it means by free me, but I'm gonna try to do something. This area is so calming. Yay! Yeah, both are... I've only been playing BLACKSHARD for like about an hour now, but both are such beautiful games. Not sure if I should be taking notes on like the floor patterns because they feel very intentional. But I'm gonna take a screenshot at least. The guy earlier mentioned how he had locks for these things. But I'm not sure what he means by that, because I talked to him before unlocking the last whisper. So I'm not sure if there's another one of him or if he means like a more literal lock. But guess I'll find out. You know, the distance fog is really nice, but I just realized that it probably also helped with rendering. Like how Silent Hill's fog was its sort of signature because it couldn't render all that at once. But I guess this makes it a little easier to have something that's massive. This is so crazy. I could be going the wrong way entirely. There's some stairs up there, and I haven't unlocked that, so yeah, I'm going the wrong way. Okay. Okay. Having like visible checkpoints is really nice though. Wow. That's a really long staircase. Wow. I hope I find more people or... I need to learn like the names they use for each of these. Oh, there's another one. what was I saying? Oh, I hope I find more, like, remnants of people in this level. Oh, maybe this is a lock? Okay, never mind. Oh. That's promising. Wow. I hope the 3D modelers had fun with this game. Jeez. So... Oh, okay. Oh, is that the girl I saw earlier? Hold on, wait. Oh, that's cool. What's it called? Okay, sweet. I just took a screenshot. I'll be sure to check it out because I love this style of game. Hi. Hi, ma'am. Oh, what do we have here? A lost proxy? You've been wandering far from the convergence zone. If you walk about 700 hours over the Great Bridge, you'll reach Sector 47. It's an interesting place and relatively safe. I have some work to do, so... By the way, if you come across any other proxy, could you spread a message? Don't talk to the pallid faces. It causes turbulence in the architectural stream. That's no good. It draws too much attention. Safe travel! Aw. I'm glad she's nice. At least I think she's nice. Her ominously staring at me earlier got me a little worried. Oh, I just realized she has golden eyes similar to the Whispers, so I guess she's aligned with them. I hope I get to run into her again. That's really cool. So I'm gonna avoid talking to the blue faces, just because she asked me to. Nidana, I haven't heard of that. I haven't heard of that one. What's that one like? I'd love to find more games of this style. Okay, let's see what you're about. The pale faces awaken, one by one. I thought they were inert figures, but they are the voices of the labyrinth, are they not? Angels, messengers of God. They say so little and yet so much. They are stern, indifferent. They call to me, command me. I can't stand their voices anymore. Please, make them stop. Only whispers comfort me now. Aw. So Nadana, you said it's pretty linear walking sim, but gets really trippy towards the end and does justice to Naissance's mindfuckery parts. Sorry, Twitch chat was censoring that automatically. Well, that's cool. Even if it's linear, I'd still love to check it out. That's so gorgeous. Yeah, one of my favorite levels in Naissance, they're I forget the names of the different phases, but the level where you're going faster and faster through the same falling movement, and then you end that level through going up like a swirling staircase of like rotating objects. It took me ages to get to jump correctly in that like rotating stairwell, but it was really pretty in how like strange it was. Like I've never seen a game really do something like that before. Yeah, it's a really lovely game. I'd love to replay it and explore it more thoroughly because there's a lot that I didn't see, and more that I tried to explore, but like I gave up like halfway through the route. Like in the desert near the end, there's this temple where you have to do a bunch of platforming stuff in order to get inside. And because I was short on time, I just like didn't finish it, which if I play it again, I'd love to see what's actually inside there. Okay, those were my footsteps. I heard footsteps and I wasn't sure if those were mine or someone else's. Wouldn't that be crazy if you're like in this calm level and they drop like halfway through that there's like a stalker mechanic? I'm glad that's not the case, but that'd be kind of crazy. Oh yeah, I actually did get trapped in the infinite stairwell. I was first really happy that I found it because I hadn't seen much other people talking about it like in my personal life. So I'm like, wow, I found something new, and then I got stuck and I had to look up how to get out. But it was still really cool to see. I'm glad the answer to how to get out is just wait. Not sure if there's anything else up here. There's this one game I played that has an overworld and then turn around random battle mechanics like Pokemon Undertale. Then 60 hours again, there's one random section, one specific section where a guy chases you through the overworld in real time. That's awful. That's really fun, but that sounds awful to your nerves. What is it called? What game does that? It's bad, don't play it. Okay. Maybe I'll take a screenshot so maybe I can just like look up that section. 300 hours played, don't recommend, wow. You know it's serious then. It's like I remember seeing a screenshot of a Steam review with like thousands of hours and it's labeled not recommended. Dante Devil May Cry chases you. I'm learning so much about the world. Walk on the slower path just in case I missed anything. Actually, I don't think I can walk the whole way like this. Oh well, worth a shot. You played it 4 times. Oh no. Do you keep getting like gifted it, or are you just putting yourself through this? It's on purpose. Oh my god. You're stronger than me. I feel like Anton Ego. Like if a game... I don't just like games, I love them. And if I don't love them, I don't finish them. That's why I haven't like finished playing it makes me sad to say, but I haven't finished playing Half-Life 2 even though I got like 2/3 of the way through it. Just because I stopped having fun with it. I'm not sure if I've been this way before or not. Oh yes, I have. I know where I am. Yeah, I think another aspect that this definitely took notes from Naissance on like how to like tweak it, I guess, is to have like more recognizable landmarks. So if you've gone somewhere, it's gone somewhere already, it's a bit easier to know. Not sure if this is the lock that he was talking about. Nocturne is one of those where it's got terrible exploration mechanics, a ton of backtracking, unfairly difficult fights, and then I play it for 7 hours at once and go, that was fun. Yeah, it's nice to know where you've already been. I feel like I keep uninstalling and reinstalling Balatro. Um, because it's not exactly the same, but I guess a similar mindset where if I play it, I play a lot of it all at once, and I'm like, okay, I need to play something else or do something else, and then I uninstall it. The OST is great. Oh, well, if you're saying it's a cursed game, um, with evil energies, maybe I can check out the OST at least. See, now I'm like side-eyeing anything that's like blue. Like this is like slightly blue, so I'm not sure if it has to do with the locks that was described. But I'm gonna save here. And I'm not sure where I came from, but I'll take a look. Oh, never mind. Okay. Yay! Yippee! Not sure if there's... Oh, I already took a look at this. There, I don't think there's anything else that way. I'm not sure if I met the requirements needed to free the Whisper. But I will take a look. The yellow-eyed girl also said that speaking with the pallid faces also messes up the architecture. And I know that the Whispers also change it, so I'm wondering if talking to each of them would like make it harder or easier to navigate. That's a cliff. Maybe I met the requirements now? Hi. Maybe I need to come back at some point? She's just chilling. Okay. Well, I've explored and chatted and learned all I can, so maybe I'll head back now. The way at the top where I turned back does continue. Like at the very top of the really long stairs. I won't leave that area until I'm sure I'm okay to leave. Very top. Oh, okay. Oh well, I guess I'll head back. Or maybe I could just respawn closer. Oh, sweet. Okay, there you go. Still a bit of a hike, but that's okay. There's more to this level. Okay. And I'll try to find it. The fast travel mechanic is really nice. I think it would have been, I don't know. It's nice because this is so huge and it does still feel like you're getting a bit lost, but it's not trying to be like egregious, I guess is the best word for it. It facilitates exploration very well, I suppose. Okay. Curious if you can save multiple times at certain spawn points. That'd be cool. Oh, that bridge up there looks promising. I hadn't even noticed that. All right. So it begins. It's not as big as the Staircase of Darkness and Naissance, but still pretty dang big. The nice spa music of the Endless Staircase. Okay, so... oh, look for where to continue. Oh, you can save multiple times. That's nice. So, since I resaved up here, I'm not going to be as precious about falling off. There's more textures, that's promising. I'm probably thinking of this wrong way. So there's columns and statue and... Could I get a hint? Am I on the right track, or is there somewhere else I should be looking? Oh, wait. This is just a... oh my god, I can't believe I missed this. This is just the hallway. Never mind. Oh my gosh. Yeah, at least I found it quick. That almost like I, these look like. I like how they barely resemble stuff. I keep starting sentences and not ending them, but this almost looks like an apartment, and that almost looks like a church. Very nice. That's a portal to a new area, but I don't think I can... Oh, I can get up there, but I'm not ready yet. Wow. Yeah, you weren't kidding. There's way more to this level. Oh. Okay. That's just a normal door. I'm scared. Okay, is this the yellow-eyed girl's place? So knowledge was there all along, just out of reach, just out of sight. I'm just using the same voice for this guy. I'm just assuming that this is the guy on the throne speaking, but it might not be. The labyrinth can teach anything to any mind that speaks its language. I'm getting there. I will eventually create my own enclave if I work hard enough. So I wonder, what is the difference between an enclave and a convergence zone? There's a total of 3 of these doors in the whole game, and there's more, yeah, there's more color here than anything else. Just these tiny little pockets of where things are more normal. So, this note is mentioning a convergence zone and an enclave. A convergence zone is where I got here. So, I'm not sure if the enclave is referring to this or something else. Okay. So this, I'm assuming, I'm just spitballing here, but I'm assuming that this is, an enclave is maybe referring to like a space that is like more normal, like this. I'm not sure if this is the girl with the yellow eyes place or the dead king's place. Or someone else entirely. That could be it. Maybe one of the fragments that I saw on this level. This game is really cool. Wow. Okay. It doesn't seem like this game has fall damage, but I'm still anxious every time I jump. Because Naissance has fall damage, right? I know this isn't Naissance, but this is how I'm trained. Jeez. Okay. I'm gonna keep going downwards. Hopefully that's okay. Yay, no fall damage. That's good to know. Wow. This almost feels like walking on a sidewalk. Just kind of hugging the building. Maybe I'm not supposed to be going this way, but that's okay. Okay. Maybe I am supposed to be going this way. I guess there's not really much supposed to because of how open this is, but you know. I think this is the bridge that I saw earlier. Sweet. Into the church-ish place. Before I fall down. Anything else up here? Okay, doesn't look like it. Okay, and those are just, that's just a straight fall. Okay. Oh. Oh, this is what was restraining it. I didn't realize that last time that was what was stopping the other one. I assumed that was the king, like the... I don't know why I assumed it, but I assumed it was like the king's corpse that was stopping it. But let's see. See you again now. Black Hall. Oh, okay. Okay. So, wow. Good God. Hopefully this is fine. Jesus. So the more I interact with the whispers, the less mechanical it gets, and the more I interact with the pale faces, the more mechanical it gets. This is insane. Jeez. I'm gonna need to do like studies of this. Is this a yellow-eyed girl? Hold on. Jeez. Finally. One is free, but others remain. They wait and whisper, chained. Find us all. I think this is whispers. They're just connected, not the same, I think. Everything you have ever dreamed of, and more. We promise, we offer. We will open the gates of paradise for thee. Then you shall walk, blessed with our gifts, under the unnameable light of Carcosa. Together we shall end the tyranny of fate. And each one looks different. That's really cool. This is crazy. See, another game. Aw. Does Mifa like to be alone when she naps? So Tetra loves cuddling her, but Mifa hates it. That's so cute. Sad for Tetra. Yeah, hopefully she'll like it more. At least for one of my cats, Beans. She whenever we're watching TV, she loves to like come and sit and snuggle on us. Oop. Good thing I saved. But it's rough in the summer because it'll make us pass out immediately, but she's like a well-needed heater in the winter. So maybe, hopefully it'll be the same for Tetra and Mifa. Okay. Oh, Mifa's new? Aw. I'm glad they're friends though. I feel like sometimes it can be hard to tell with cats whether they'll be buddies or not. But I'm glad they're friends at least. This is so cool. I'm sure I turned the textures and stuff down a bit, but I'm sure without it this already looks crazy, but I'm sure it looks even crazier with everything at max. Pale faces, if the pallid faces are there, he's gonna be so mad at me. Oh, yep, mad at me. I went to Mad at Me Island and the Pallid Faces were there. Contrast of gold and blue is so gorgeous. It's like I've been playing for this like what, less than 2 hours, and like you still already get like the visual language that it's going for between these sort of two warring gods. Jesus. I'm not sure if I want to talk to him or not. I think if I do, I'm not sure if he can do too much to affect the level. But the yellow-eyed girl advised me not to talk to him. And she's my friend, so I'm not sure if... Jeez. Sorry I'm taking so many screenshots of this. I think I'm probably going to need to do some studies of this. He's mad at me. I think I'm not gonna talk to him just because I know it has multiple endings, but simply because of how cool it looks, I think I'm gonna keep working with the whispers because I want to see this keep going throughout the rest of the world. Sorry, man. I don't want to embrace the tyranny of fate. Okay. This is a divine manifestation of an entropic force at war with order and matter since the beginning of time. It is a dark wave without light, cast out during the Big Bang, coming back to reclaim its due and harvest the universe. Well, this doesn't sound ideal, but... New sphere. Okay. Hold on. I recognize that word, but I forget what it means. Hold on. New sphere. Oh, a new sphere is a philosophical concept described as the highest stage of biospheric development, that of humankind's rational activities. So... It's theory. It's not like a scientific fact. The third in a succession of phases of the development of the Earth after the geosphere, inanimate matter, and the biosphere, biological life. And then, just as the emergence of life fundamentally transformed the geosphere, the emergence of human cognition fundamentally transformed the biosphere. Okay. Jeez. This game is freaking crazy. Oh, but there's more of them. Gonna take a good look. Oh. Hello? This person looks still alive. I assumed that this was like a satellite.
Log 6245, a twist. It's the first change in ages. Of course, repeatability tests have to be done, but it's all very thrilling. The collected data does not match the models, which should be accurate. They should be flawless, given my efforts. I'm missing something, and I suspect it has something to do with the signal. It has increased in amplitude from what I previously regarded as diffuse background noise. I need to focus. I'll resume later. So you're not dead, you just have this antenna protruding out of you. Sorry I'm increasing entropy. Sorry, man. Sorry, I'm putting another message on my Tumblr. Okay. More exploring. So do I want to go back and talk to that guy and balance out entropy again? I wonder if each line leads to a different area. I don't think so. It might just go on forever. Okay, that's fine. So I wonder if this is another way to mark completion. I can keep checking in on this guy, and he can yell at me a bit. Log 1346269. The signal is amplifying. I'm noticing the presence of spatial singularities in the new sphere. They have a strong effect on their architectural flow, generating changes that seem to always follow the same sequence before stopping. The megastructure's attempts to counter this seem completely ineffective. What is going to happen next? I'm sorry, man. So, since it's a new sphere, it's more to do with thought, as it's kind of the summary of this world, I guess, like more to do with thought changing, like patterns of thought, like physically changing the world. That's really cool. I love it when games have me learn things outside of it. The sign dwells in the eyes of a silent stranger in the embers of a dying fire. It is born in the palm of a hand or the smallest atomic structure. It is formed in the heart of the elementary brooms of matter and in the uncharted folds of DNA. Back to the convergence zone. Okay. Maybe I can talk to the other Whisper, see if she has any updates. Anything new? Doesn't seem like it. Okay, so I remember there's one area I saw where I was like, okay, I want to explore more before I go here. So I believe
I'm not sure if it was this hallway, but I remember it was close to the start of the convergence zone. It might be this. It might be this hallway, but I'm not sure. Oh, thanks for the follow. Oh, I did not notice this at all. I, I'd like to think I'm an observant person, but there's so much in this game that I just didn't see. Maybe I also could be playing tricks on me and just be popping up after I complete certain objectives. Hello. Okay. So this was not the new area that I was thinking of, but new area nevertheless. So let's go check it out. Moth is the fire, the hunger, and the end. It is the last link in the chain of causality, the flame that devours existence and burns the forest of destinies. From its ashes will arise the Yellow King. Like a king in yellow, even. Crossroads. Okay. Yay! Yippee! After I'm done streaming this, before I play this again, I want to like cross-reference the symbols and try to figure out if they communicate something. They probably do, but I don't know. Let's go. I want to see more games like Chance of Sinar, where you... I guess that was the main thing Chance of Sinar was about, but I'd love to see more games like Chance of Sinar, where you have to learn a language for it. I saw one YouTuber I follow where he played through Chance of Sinar, but he avoided confirming like all the words until you had to at the very end. So the translation were more of his interpretation than their literal meaning. Which is cool that the game lets you do that. Witnesses. And it's cool because this looks like kind of looks like the Pallid Faces, but it's not really because it's tagged in gold, but it still establishes order, so it's like a kind of neutral force. Ugh, this game is really well designed. Okay. So... I'm gonna go... Whoa. This place is a lot drearier than the last one. I think I'm gonna try going counterclockwise again, so let's start over here. Oh, jeez. A pale face speaks to me. This one is different. His expression is softer, sad perhaps. It speaks to me intimately, personally. It is waiting for me, I think. Deep in the labyrinth, in a dark place, at the crossroads. It has watched my wandering, my loneliness, It has heard my questions, my doubts. It knows my story and my search.
What you're looking for doesn't exist. Not for you. It is fate, it says.
I scream. I scream my anger and my pain. This can't be. After all I've been through, all I've endured, all I've given, there must be something. Some reward, some knowledge, some power. The whispers know. They have promised, and the labyrinth is but one final test. A final riddle to be solved, which the pale faces deny me, try to jealously guard against me.
No, it says. You've been deceived, like so many before you, by promises and lies. No words will convince you. You must see, and you will see if you accept my gift.
It opens its eyes. Bright red eyes, of dawn, of twilight, of fire and blood. Beautiful and terrible. I'm petrified by their gaze, confused.
The secret fire you seek is there, the face says. You can seize it, claim it for yourself. Then you will see through promises and lies. You'll see all that was, all that is, and all that will be.
Yeah, chérie. I wonder if they phrased it that way on purpose. Probably. I probably butchered it, but I was trying to say and the original translation of the Torah, in like other translations, they translate, but sorry, I'm going on a Bible tangent, but with the burning bush, God says to Moses, "I am what I am," but in the original Hebrew, it's phrased like that because there's not really tenses in biblical Hebrew. So, I am what I was, I am what I am what I will be, is how how God distinguishes himself to Moses. So, yeah. Very, very deliberate wording here. It's freaking crazy. Yeah, it is crazy cool. This game is a little insane. Then my fingers pierce into this pale skin. They sink into my fair flesh. I grasp the globe and pull it out. I grasp my eye and rip it out. The pain is unspeakable. I remember the agony. The orb locks into my eye socket. It remains empty. My hands are stained red and gray. Then I see. Jesus. So this is kind of like a story between warring gods, especially if it uses that specific translation. That's really cool. So I'm going to be right back. I got something in my eye, so I need to wash it out. So I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. It worked. It was very weird timing that she's talking about getting her eyes plucked out, and then something got in my eye and made it really start hurting. The game is taking effect. I feel like Exodus would have been very different if, um, well, God is pretty mean in Exodus, also. Um, but I feel like it would have been a bit crueler if, like, after talking to him with the burning bush, he's like, "Pluck your eyes out now." That would have been weird. But I haven't. I'm pretty sure Job is New Testament, but I don't know the full extent of what happens to Job because I haven't read New Testament. But I know messed up stuff just happens to him. The horrible stuff is happening in the Bible all the time. Okay, so that is locked. So I guess going deeper in is the only way to proceed. Just random stuff here and there. Yeah, that's me with the New Testament. Yeah. Yeah, I'm working my way through the Torah right now. But I'm trying to find like as a direct translation as possible, which is kind of hard to find. But New Testament, all I know about that is just like random cultural osmosis. Like, one of my professors, he's talking about like compositional construction, and like in churches they often use like the Trinity, like groups of three, just to like physically enforce the Trinity and also kind of guide the human eye. But then he was like, yeah, it also uses like Christian churches also use like the tree of life, and I'm like, well, what do Christians use the tree of life for? I don't know. Yeah, I learned way more about Catholicism than by playing Pentiment than having like Catholic family, which maybe I'm just unobservant, but Moth is the fire, the hunger in the end. It is the last link in the chain of causality, the flame that devours existence and burns in the forest destinies. From its ashes will arise the Yellow King. Tesseract. Okay. Like in... Oh, this is a nicer space. I thought it was going to take us to the Hell Forest next, but... Oh yeah, I guess you would learn a bit about through like working for religious choirs. That's really cool. Yeah, my some of my I think two of my brother's Jewish friends actually got like music gigs through working at churches. Which I think is it's really fun to just like, even if you are involved in a religion, like just to go somewhere and take notes. You worked in a temple for 6 years. Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, I love learning about religion. Like, there's a synagogue I was looking at. I don't have the money to go to synagogue regularly right now because you need like a membership. But I was looking at a synagogue I was interested in, and like on the board of directors, they're like talking. There's like all these different people, and like one of the board of directors was a Christian woman, and she's like, "Yeah, I know this is like a synagogue, and I know I'm Christian, but like I like hanging out here." And like, you're so real. That's awesome. This looks really lovely. Yeah, some services require membership, some of them don't. It depends, I guess. Um, Sometimes you can get like, ideally I'd love to like go like every week once I have the money for it, but a lot of cases people, similar to how like some Christians only go on like major holidays, sometimes you can get like just a small fee for like paying for food and stuff for like the high holy days. Um, yeah, but some of them are free. But yeah. Oh, I moved outside of its interaction point. Anyway, speaking of religion, let's talk to this god. See what's up. Oh no, you're just sitting in front of it politely. I didn't realize you could walk around it. Okay, so that door definitely wasn't there. I would have noticed, so they definitely are adding new stuff when I'm not looking. I'm not just like crazy unobservant. They're inventing new buildings when I'm not looking. So the last time I saw this kind of thing was at the hidden room with like the normal door. So maybe there's another one around here. Oh, forbidden. Sad. I feel like I've been here before. Have I not? Maybe that's the trick. Labyrinth's trick. Nope, this is definitely new. Never mind. Wonder if the yellow-eyed girl is hereabouts. I don't know why, but I feel like this is getting easier on my computer as it goes. So that's cool. I hear like an ominous low hum coming from this room. I'm expecting to see the face guy sometimes show up and be mad at me. Just because of the blue. I know that there's at least two, but I don't know. I know there's one that you can apparently trigger like only an hour in, which I've been playing longer than that, so there's one that you can get really early on. I have no idea how to get that. So I'm assuming maybe, I could be wrong, maybe there's an ending for like chaos and then one for order and then maybe a balance, but that's just like what could be. I have no idea what's actually there, but there's probably more surprises to this because this game is a little insane with it. But I'd love to replay and try to get like different endings or try to find out what how you could have ended the game like only an hour in. Oh, another checkpoint hidden. It's very impressive, and like even the inorganic segments, how it still feels like very natural in like where things are laid out. Is that the... No, that's just a polygon. I got excited and thinking it was the yellow-eyed girl. Yeah, it's a really nice area. I feel like it's... Oh, I didn't even notice that massive wall.
I feel like it's a nice combination between a lot of the previous areas. It's like a nice mishmash of the different aesthetics. I'm also curious if, like, interacting with each thing... Jeez. It just occurred to me that, like, interacting with each thing, like, changes the look of different stuff. So there's gotta be, like, different versions of each area, which is a little insane. I'm gonna spend way too long playing this game. For more Superstructure Saturdays in the future, I guess. Hi, ma'am. Hi. Do we know each other? It's hard to put things right here, in a causal dimension, eh? Our minds aren't made for that. You're human. I can feel it. I think I was too, once. I've been through the ascent, unlike you. Came here from a doorway. I can see that in your eyes. You suffer the cost. Have no fear. I'll be no judge to you. No innocent could enter the labyrinth. It's a selfish quest, no matter what we tell ourselves. My path is just as terrible, to some extent. A word of advice, however. If you're seeking the fragments, if you think you're in control, that you'll have the strength to turn away right before the end, don't wait until the last moment. Safe travel. Alright, bye, Liv. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you get some rest and some good work done. Thanks, Liv. I thankfully don't have too much to do this weekend, but I'll make sure I get plenty of rest. I hope the next rest of your weekend goes well. I'm gonna be getting lost. I think going counterclockwise. It worked well in the past, so I'm just gonna keep doing that. I guess it's not really counterclockwise if there's just like two paths, but hopefully you get it. Whoa. Big fellow over there. I need to make fan art. I'm curious what people are referring to in this game when they refer to the ascent, because I have no idea what that could be.
This is crazy. Oh no, the sludge. The sludge is killing my computer. Okay, I'm gonna give that one more shot. And I'm gonna either stop at the next save point or next failure. It's on the dev notes that they nerfed the difficulty of this. One of the platforming segments, which I'm glad because it's a little crazy. Whoop. Okay. Crisis averted. Oh, the sludge. I think hopefully they saved a little bit of time on the dev cycle. Sorry, hopefully they saved a little bit of time on the dev cycle just by having kind of modular stuff they can repeat, like the faces. The scope of this is insane. I'm gonna talk to this guy and then save, and then I think I'm gonna wrap up for today. A black shard poisons the labyrinth, paralyzes the decaying corpse of the universe. Logical cycles are broken, corrupted. The forest grows on accursed foundations. Its branches slowly rot. A red fire ignites the highest peaks, the boundaries of time. The fire runs in every lie, feeds on promises. Attempts have failed. The end is inevitable. Do not intervene. Embrace the tyranny of fate. I don't think I will.
So, So I don't think that guy's gonna tell me anything new every time I activate him, so I'm just gonna avoid talking to him from now on. I think that's another whisper up there. This game is freaking crazy. I don't like more orderly world. It's kind of boring with it. Very pretty though. Okay, so I'm gonna head back down and save down there. I'm not gonna activate those heads anymore. And, yeah. I'm gonna skedaddle on over. I'm really glad I picked up this game. Like, I don't know, what complaints there were on the Steam page don't really apply to me, thankfully. It's just like really strong conceptually, visually, audibly. It's just a very well designed game.
I'm tempted to just keep playing, but it's almost midnight. I need to put a stop to this or I'm gonna be playing forever. Oh man. This game is insane. Gonna check out this debris pile and then I'm gonna stop. Okay, nothing there. Oh well, worth a shot. Okay. So I guess I am stopping there. Um, yeah, this is a really cool game. I think I'm gonna keep streaming it on Saturdays. Superstructure Saturdays. um, but thanks to everybody who stopped by. It was really nice chatting with everyone and just getting to know this really crazy game. Because, like, Jesus. I'm really excited to explore more of this. I'm going to keep streaming this on Saturdays, as long as that works out in my schedule. But I think it's going to be really cool. Well, it already is, but you know what I mean. I'm excited to keep exploring this. I might just explore more of the specific area off stream, just because it's really massive. But I'll try not to make any story progress if I keep playing this. Um, yeah, thanks so much for stopping by. Thanks for watching this. I think I'm going to upload this as a VOD, just because it was a really fun time. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. I hope if you're watching this, you have a great rest of your day or great night, whatever time zone you're watching this in. But bye. Thank you.